I'm Olivia Hargrove, and I am cooking in Danville, Virginia. So today I'll be making a schnitzel with chicken instead of what they usually use, which is pork or beef. So I also, as a side, I'm going to have Brussels sprouts with cranberries and walnuts. I already put my Brussels sprouts in the oven. I preheated it to 400 degrees, and I put it in for 25 minutes. Right now I'm turning on my stove for the schnitzel, but a couple of minutes ago I pounded this out, the chicken, which I'm going to drizzle lemon on. So for the Brussels sprouts, I put in Brussels sprouts, cranberries, walnuts, which I chopped, and I put in garlic and a little bit of olive oil. Ooh, there's a seed. So now our grease is starting to heat up. I'm going to take the wrapping off of the chicken, and what I'm going to do is put a little bit of lemon on there. When I squeeze my lemon, I'm going to squeeze it like this so the seeds don't get on the chicken and I have to pluck it all out. This is all for flavor, because flavor is everything. I'm rubbing it in, and in my first bowl here, I have cake flour, paprika, garlic powder, sugar, salt, pepper, and nutmeg. I figured that would sort of like tone it out a bit so it's not completely all spicy and more mellow. So I'm just going to sort of like give it a bath in the flour. Here I whisked up some eggs. So this will come from the flour right into the eggs. The reason why I want to win chop is because a couple of weeks ago I went to Disney World. And I didn't go with my whole family, so this time I want to go with my family. Like, my whole family. And also, I want to give my grandma a car of her own, because she just has this big van. So, I'm going to take my chicken from the eggs into the breadcrumbs. These are just regular breadcrumbs that we got from the store. But if you want to make the breadcrumbs at home, then sure. I'm going to wash my hands really quick. And of course, dry them off. And so I have tongs to put this in because I don't want to get burnt. And I'm going to carefully bring it over to the stove. Now, the way to check to see if your grease is hot is to put the tip of your chicken into the grease away from you so you don't get grease all splattered onto you. And if it sizzles, oh, it's not sizzling. So I am going to have to wait for my oil to get hot, or grease. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to chop up my parsley that I'm going to put on my plate for color and because parsley tastes pretty good. So I'm just going to finally chop this. And when cutting parsley, which you don't often do, you do sometimes for color and flavor, but not all the time. You have to watch your fingers when you're cutting any sort of like flavorful objects or spices. Watch your fingers, especially because it's so bushy and you don't see it coming. I'm going to now see if my grease is hot enough by testing it. Yep, there's that sizzle. I'm going to back away a little bit and just place it in away from me. Now, what I'm going to do is sort of like shake the pan and get the grease on top of the chicken so it cooks both sides without burning it. No, I'm not going to. So the schnitzel I think is pretty good. Ooh, this is really hot. The reason why I don't usually use meat or beef and pork is because my mom really likes chicken, and this is really hot grease, so it's cooking really quickly. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit to medium, and now I'm going to check it. It's almost done. And so are our Brussels sprouts. We have about 11 more minutes for our Brussels sprouts. There we are. So our chicken is nice and brown. And all we have to do now is, I'm going to turn this off, is wait for our Brussels sprouts. And I'm going to show you the chicken. Before I put the Brussels sprouts on, I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice on it for more flavor, because this is sort of a Greek dish, and the Greeks always use lemon. And always remember, try not to squeeze your lemon with the cut part of your lemon down, so you don't have to pick out all those pesky seeds. Right now, I'm going to put that parsley that I chopped up on my chicken, so it's like a good nice pop. Just a little bit. There. So our Brussels sprouts have about 9 more minutes on the clock, and I'll be right back.